Okay, so basically this is gonna be my prototype video. I just gonna make like example, and then I'm gonna try edit and make a nice video. Okay, let's start. My name is Suicide Boy. I know it's a weird nickname, but I promise you in 5-10 minutes you understand why. Okay, like I said in my video name, Suicide Boy wants to help people. How do I want to help people? And what kind of people I want to help? I I want to try to help people who is suicidal and depressed, because I was dealing with this stuff all my life, with with suicidal thoughts and depression. And like, I don't looking somebody to feel sorry for me, but my life was really hard, you know and that hard life lead me to those depression and suicidal thoughts. And 16 months ago I have a serious attempt that I spent 10 days in coma. And when I wake up from coma, I actually start looking a cure for myself, try to help myself at my own. Because you know if suicidal person watching this video, he will understand. Because if you're suicidal, there is not much where you can go ask for help. Like, for example, you can go of course to doctors and psychiatrists and all that stuff. I was dealing with this as well for the last 3 years. But what doctor could give you? He can give you medication. You can try that. Of course he's gonna say you eat healthy food, like wake up at the right time, and that stuff. It could help. It could help. But like, it didn't help for me. And how I actually was helping myself, I was getting knowledge. I was reading. I was trying to understand what suicide is and how it works and everything. And I don't know, like, I feel much better after that. And like I said, I can fix your problems. It's impossible, because nobody can do that. The only person who can fix your problems is you. And what I can do, I can show you the way where to look the answers. That's it. Because I myself, I was, like I said, I was studying, getting knowledge from smart people, and that actually opened my mind. Okay, like, suicidal and depression is one topic. I as well want to share experience about my life, because I had all kind. I have a like full life. Like, I was myself in sports, and that's what I wanna as well share with people, especially who is young, that actually don't repeat my mistakes. And what I wanna say by that, like, we everybody know that sports is good, but it doesn't enough to say that this is good. We everybody knows that, but I actually can give you examples. Like I said, I cannot convince you or make you go to sports. No, no, no. I can actually give you examples. What you get, what you lose. And why do I am that person that actually could give examples? Like, I myself was in sports like half my life. I was 4 years in the kayaking, 1 year in boxing and bodybuilding. And like, I had experienced a lot in sport. And myself, I was growing in that kind of society. Like, my cousin was all the time champion, unstoppable champion. And I actually saw how it's training, because we was training together from small days. And that kind of example, I believe, even can change somebody's mind who is young. Because it's hard, if you don't have who to follow. Like, I myself, I was following my cousin, and I hope somebody gonna maybe take my advice and gonna follow me or something. You know, if I'm gonna help at least one person, my job is done. I hope I'm gonna get more. Okay, the second topic, it will be like drugs. I myself had problems as well with the drugs. And you know, like I said, we everybody know that drugs is bad. Everybody knows that. But you know, it's not enough to say smart words. True? True. Like I said, again I'm gonna repeat myself. I'm not gonna try to stop you from drugs, but I'm not gonna push you to drugs. I just gonna give you examples, what you get, what you lose. And especially for the people who is young, because drugs is that kinda substance. If you're gonna take when you're young, that small mistake can affect your life, who you're gonna be in the future. Because that happened to me. You know, I started taking small bit drugs when I was young, maybe 15 or something, and it actually give big effect even to my life now. And you know, that is my point. I don't know a lot of people who is young, but I know some, and I was actually sharing my experience. And there is actually who young people who actually listen to me very carefully, because you know it's no one thing. Learn from your mistakes. It's most important thing in this life, because in this life we have two purposes: love and learn. You know, if you did mistake, it's okay. I did mistakes myself a lot, but the most important thing: learn from your mistakes and won't repeat again. Your job is done. So like I said, learn from your mistakes is one thing, but if you can actually learn from other person's mistakes, that is the best way to go. And like I said, okay, I'm just gonna share my dreams. I was want to make like a society here. Like for example, if you're depressed, if you're suicidal, you know, come to this society. I gonna try help you, and I believe I will gonna find other people, because I myself was looking help in internet, and there is a lot of good people who actually will willing to help you, because there is good people in the world. I can promise you that. So that is my point. You know, put this project on the map, because you know what is very hard to find in the internet. Yeah, there is people who wants to help, but they are not famous, and it's almost impossible to find them. Same as well if you have a problem with suicidal or depression. It's hard to find, because there is no map, on internet and all that stuff. Later, what I wanna as well educate people. Like for example, I myself not bad working with computers, with all kind of different software. I know maybe somebody is interested, or maybe not, but it's good to educate yourself all the time. So as well, like, for example, saying if you're good on software, or good on something, and you're actually willing to help people, like make videos how to educate young people, join me. I'd be more than happy, to welcome you. And as well, I have to as well share like my experience how to live happy. I working on this myself, like I said, maybe 1 year or something like that. It is hard, and but you know, if you give your heart, everything is possible. You know, like I said, you know, I had problems. Oh, I don't like to basically speak about my problems with the closest people because I don't looking for somebody feel sorry for me, and I don't like to speak about that stuff because it's negative. And one of my good friends said, you know, anger is your enemy number one. It's true. Because I was stuck in anger for last 23 years. And you know, I'm not blaming myself because like I said, when life take your family one by one, you just go automatically to that place, and it's very hard to get out because you know everything going in circles. But like I said, you know, you have to you have to work on that yourself. Like I said, I'm not gonna fix your problems. I just gonna at least try show where to look the answers. Because anger is like you have to go deep inside the roots and work on that. Work, work, and like follow your heart. The most important thing, no matter what. Okay, just gonna go jump to negative thoughts. I don't have family. Like they are dead. I have three closest people. It was my cousins. They was actually pushing me that I commit suicide and actually go away with my problems. I know it's bad thing and all that stuff, but most important thing, you know, I tell them about my plan long time ago that I want to try to help people. They said, retard, who's gonna watch your videos, you know? So, like, okay, I have small bit anger on this, but you know, my revenge is gonna be that I actually gonna prove that I can help somebody. If not, I'm not gonna lose a lot. That means they're right. But if I succeed in any way or something, I win. That's all I need. And you know, like when you're dealing with your problems and you're looking for happiness in your life, it is as well it's possible to receive all that from smart people. Learn from them. Because there is, I telling you, I have teachers. I saying them they are the smartest people on this planet because you know with their knowledge I am who I am. And so that's, yeah, okay, happiness. You know, there was times in my life I had a lot. I was not happy. At this point in my life, maybe I don't have a lot of money or something a lot, but I feel happy because as well you can be not happy with a lot or you can be happy with small bit. It's true. It's really true. Like that was is important, you know, getting the knowledge, learn, because at this this age, at least my young people, what they doing? They sitting 5 hours in Facebook and all that stuff. Yeah, like Facebook, okay, spend like, okay, this is how my look for young people how they supposed to look. Go 2 hours training, 1 hour sit in the Facebook, speak with your friends. 2 hours go do homework and go small bit educate in internet. Like I said, I will try to do my best to get that information what people will willing to learn, working with software, wo- you know like I said, somebody will give me what they would like to learn. I will try to do my best, find out how to do that. And my one of my teachers said, if you're helping someone else, it's small bit selfish. Maybe it is, but I doing what my heart's saying to do, and that I doing for last year. A lot of people was trying to stop me, convince me that I'm crazy, but I didn't give up. And if I'm not gonna succeed, I'm still the winner, because I gonna know I give my best. This is the life, and you have no idea what kind of satisfaction you're getting, because like I said, I was training and I was good on everything what I was doing. And when you give all yourself, and when you're getting back, it's amazing feeling. And like I said, I planning to make interviews with my cousin. Like I said, he's a champion. I was doing bodybuilding in Ireland, and in our gym there was a guy who was 6 years world champion or something like that. I planning to make with him interview. And the point of interview, when you watch, when you see, if you wanna be good at something, of course you have to put your heart in it and sacrifice some things. Like I said, you something lose, you something get. But that feeling, be good at something, even if you're not gonna reach champion level, or you're not gonna be a champion, but when you're giving your heart in it, one way or other, you're gonna be the winner. Yeah, so basically this is the prototype, 17 minutes. I think I said everything what I want. I have a lot of plenty topics, as a lot more, but like I said, this is just prototype. I have like near death experience, but I don't know, maybe it won't fit this. Like, use bad things to your advantage, because sometimes it's very hard to do. Like I said, I don't look and feel sorry for me, but if don't those mistakes, not mistakes, bad accidents didn't happen to me, I didn't be the person who I am today. I'm actually proud of myself. You know, why I'm proud of myself? Because I actually prove, I didn't prove maybe thing to my cousins, but I actually prove thing to myself. And I know what I know. I just believe. I prove even myself to others, but I don't know why they just don't want to accept that. You know, okay, my friends didn't approve me and they didn't believe me. That's okay, because they are a small bit different than I am. They have a right. But there is people who actually even don't listen you and gonna decide. I promise you, like telling from my heart, I'm not mad at them. But it's weird to hear that from that people, because you know Like I said, in my life, I did a lot of mistakes. A lot of. But I learned from every mistake that I did. And I won't repeat them again. Even now, come back 4 months ago, because you know what kind of life my was. Like I said, my family dead, and all my life, my society was trying to convince me that I'm crazy, I'm guilty, it's my fault. I don't blaming them for that, but I actually start believing myself that I am the bad one, I am the worst, it's my fault. And you have no idea how it's possible to do that. Who understands like human psychology? Yes, it's very easy like convince the person if everybody work in the group. And last 4 months I left that society. I said enough. And in last 4 months I actually even proud of myself because I did a lot. Even nobody approves that, but at least I know. Oh yes, in the end of the video saying if you like what I like, I don't ask him to believe me or what, but I ask him for help. Like what kind of help? If you can, share this video on Facebook or somewhere. Like, give me a chance to help people. That's all I want. And I believe I will succeed. But I know one thing, I won't stop. One way or other. Because when you go so long road, no, no, no. I was doubting myself a lot of times. And what's the weirdest thing? Like I said, I have a big circle of friends and all that stuff. But the people who was supporting me, they even didn't know me. This is the funniest part. Even one woman, I know maybe 5 months ago, she said, I explained to her my situation when I wake up from coma, near death experience, that I changed. You know, like I have small abilities and something. She said, I see a leader in you. You're gonna get the answers at the right time, and then you're gonna know what to do with them. And what was the weirdest part? I didn't believe in myself at that point. Another saw potential in me. And it was not once in my life. You know, I have really smart friends when I was younger. There was moments in my life, like I said, mistakes and all that stuff. I didn't believe at myself at all. But other people was believing me. And now that give me the strength. But the most painful thing is, I don't know. I consider what I doing as a positive thing. I don't know how everybody look at this. I don't know. And I don't trying to convince them, because you have your choice. It's your decision to believe or not. But the most painful thing that nobody not appreciate but approves what you're doing. Okay, if you think that I'm crazy, say the truth. One way I'm not gonna stop, but if you even not worth the truth, that is the most painful thing. Okay, so this is probably gonna be it, because suicidal boy, told everything what he wanted to say. No, I have a lot of to say, but my friend. Oh yes, and by the way, in the videos, it's gonna be very funny videos because you have to be funny if you want people to hear you. And one girl asked, "Why are you calling yourself a suicide boy, not suicide man?" Because in my heart, I always gonna be that 16-year boy who's speaking funny. I don't know, like it's like my image. Be 16 years old boy. I don't saying I'm stupid, but it's like my image to be a 16-year-old boy. Thank you for listening.